All right, bro, what do you do if you have a child to somebody and now y'all broke up? How do you go through a breakup that you now have a child in a situation that's different from any other breakup you've ever gone through in your life? The breakups you've gone through before, okay, you didn't have to keep in touch with the person. You didn't have to inbox, DM them, follow them, hear about them as much. You don't have to call their phone. You don't have to see them. You can just resume life without them, right? But now you have a child. And contrary to popular belief, you're a man, so people not only expect you to deal with the breakup smoothly and just get on about life, but they also expect you to be a great father. So for a lot of you, you're a first-time father and you're dealing with a breakup. That's tough to do. First-time father and you're dealing with a breakup. So how do you navigate through those waters? How do you navigate through those situations? I'm gonna give you a few scenarios. I'm gonna give you a few points that a lot of us go through, and hopefully give you some insight on how to navigate through these waters when you break up with somebody that you have a kid to. Now, one of the first things you have to understand is that you yourself have to give yourself some grace and some time to get over this person, because you should not be over a person that you were in love with enough to have a child with. You should have had deep enough feelings for her to procreate with her. So therefore, breaking up with her should not be easy. You're going to have some lonely nights. You're going to have some sad nights. You're going to have some days that were going good, something reminds you of her. Now you feel some type of way. It's going to be some days that were going bad. Then you start thinking of good things that happened with you guys, and you're going to want to contact her, but you can't because it's over. It's tough to do. So you want to, first of all, learn that you have to deal with this breakup like you got to deal with anything else, bro. Because if she's somebody that was in your life for 1 year, 3 years, 7 years, it's going to be tough to be without her because you got used to her. If you drank for 7 years straight, bro, and you just stopped, there would be a process that would happen for you to continue to stop drinking the alcohol. Same thing with smoking weed. Same thing if you had a gambling habit. If you were in the military for 7 years. If you were in college for 4 years. If you lived in California for 5 years and now you're on the East Coast, it takes some time to get used to. You have to give yourself some grace and say, this is not going to be easy all the time. I'm going to have my good days and bad days. Now, a lot of people, many people don't talk about keeping a journal or anything, but I think it's like something that you should probably do. Because, bro, keeping a journal is just a way for you to write down your feelings, how you're doing, right? And reflect on it every week or so and just say, dang, when I wake up at 5 and go to the gym, it seems like I have better days, right? Even though I might still be going through it in my mind about my ex. When I don't go to the gym, when I don't get up on time, when the weather's bad, it seems like I'm all in my feelings. So it just gives you, it starts to build you a little bit of template of what you have to model your life around, right? So if going to the gym helps you, if being around your friends helps you, if working late helps you, if not watching certain TV shows or movies or listen to certain music that reminds you of that person, if all those things help you and you're journaling it the whole time, you're able to look back and say, dang, all right, well, next week, I'm not going to do those certain things because that gets me in my bag. When I don't do these things, I have bad days. So a journal is very important. Some way for you to do some type of daily, and I don't care if you just take voice notes, bro. You could do that in your phone. Just record yourself and just, hey, every day in the morning, man, just record how yesterday went. How did yesterday go? Good or bad, bro? Good or bad? It's going to help you. And a lot of times also, too, you'll be able to get your feelings out. Bro, they always talk about expressing your feelings, and I understand you're a man, so a lot of times you don't get the open space to do that. People don't always give us open space. We're supposed to just deal. Oh, you should be able to deal with it. You're a man. Well, you love the girl, bro. You were in love with the girl. You had a baby to the girl. It's kind of rough. You don't have the girl anymore. It's going to be different. So you have to have some things in place for you to be able to like navigate through the feelings that you're going to have. Okay? Getting them on paper or getting them on some type of other platform or device really helps. Now, Another suggestion. Where you're going through this breakup, I don't know that I will follow them on social media. I don't think I will follow them. Because the problem with following your ex on social media is you don't know what's coming next. You don't know what's coming next, bro. And you could have been having a great day, a great week, a great month. That one post that they put up can set you on fire, bro. And it could be she literally got dressed to go to a party, a club. She could be on vacation. She could just be having a good day and take a picture. And it just take your mind somewhere, man, and you're thrown off. You're thrown all the way off. And there's no way to predict when that's going to be. You have no idea when it's going to be. Listen, bro. Anything you need to know about her, you can find out by asking her. If you need to know something that bad, just ask her. But you following her on social media, bro, it's not a good suggestion. Bro, I don't see how that's going to help you get through this breakup. And bro, let me also help you with something. She's also going through a breakup. She's also feeling some type of way. She also has her good and bad days. And you don't know what type of time she on, fam. So you got to understand, she might put up some posts just to get under your skin. Because she know you follow her. She also know your sister follow her. Your best friends follow her. She knows a lot of people in your family that follow her. Bro, do you know that they will get dressed, do their hair and makeup, take a picture in the car like they're going somewhere, and then don't go nowhere? I know it seems weird, right? But women do a lot of weird shit. Women do a lot of things that you wouldn't do, bro, to get reactions and attention. Why wouldn't she go to a party, sit in the VIP, and take a picture with around a bunch of dudes? Why not? Bro, they take pictures on vacation. They might take 10 to 20 pictures on vacation. They post them at different times throughout the year to make it seem like they're in different places. They do it. And here you are, that picture comes across, and now you're in your feelings again. You might have been doing good for 10, 20 days. Bro, I see nothing positive from you following her on social media. Nothing. I don't see anything that can come, that can come from you following this woman during this breakup period, man. And maybe forever. Because again, what do you need to know about her that you need to find out through social media? And that's whatever platform you're on, bro. It's random. You can't control it. And when you're going through a breakup, you have to control the controllables. You already can't control your feelings that much. It's hard, right? Because they come how they come. But you got to control the outside influences that affect your feelings, okay? So, you're going through this breakup. You're journaling a little bit. You're giving yourself some grace to deal with your feelings. You've cut this person off social media. Now you have to deal with the fact that they might date, okay? They're gonna date, actually. They're gonna date. Now, I'm gonna touch on that in the next couple videos, but you have to understand that that's coming. And the better you prepare yourself for that, the better off you are. We hear about a lot of domestic abuse cases, that turn for the worse, right? A lot of situations that people end up getting into and going through with people that their ex is dating at the time, right? And they get ugly. And a lot of that is people not getting prepared for that situation. But you have to prepare yourself. Just like you would for a test or an exam. You got to tell yourself, this is what's going to happen. This is probably how I'm going to feel. And this is how I'm going to deal with it. Because it's going to happen. It's not a if, it's going to happen. It just is. That's probably going to be the hardest part of this breakup for you. And you got to deal with it. Now, the fact that you have a child to this woman presents some other factors as well. Because you still have to be a father, bro. Because nobody wants to hear the excuse, oh, I haven't seen my child because I don't really like her right now. I haven't seen my child because I had to move out. I haven't seen my child because me and Girlie ain't together no more. I ain't feeling her. She be out too much, bro. Nobody's trying to hear that shit. Nobody's trying to hear that. You got to be a dad. And one of the easiest ways to be a father, be present, and get through this breakup is focus 110% on your child. Literally. Everything that has to do with that woman should be about the child. If you're texting, bro, you know certain times your child is up, certain times your child is down. Why would you be texting when your child is asleep? Why would you be calling when your child is asleep? You have to resist the urges, because on one side, you still have the feelings and you want to know what she's doing at 9 o'clock at night. Now, the other side, you might actually want to know how the baby's day was today, how Junior's day was today. But, bro, you're setting yourself up, because let's say this. Let's say you call her at 9:30. You got a 7-year-old. They're asleep. She answers the phone. Y'all end up talking. Y'all even have a pleasant conversation. Bro, by the end of that conversation, because she's like, oh, I'm just sitting here sipping on my wine, listening to some music. Bro, when you get off the phone with her now, your mind's going crazy. Your mind's going crazy. What is she doing? Is she having company? Is she talking to somebody after she gets off the phone with you? So y'all might have had a great conversation, kept it about the child, but because of the time of day it is, you understand? Now your mind's going crazy. This is the thing. Once again, just like she might post things that she's not even doing. Bro, she might just tell you that something's going on. Oh, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. My phone's ringing. Bro, her phone might not be ringing. But you're opening yourself to that feeling because you're calling her at a certain time of day. You could have called at 6:30. You could have called at 2:30. You understand me? You could have waited till the next morning. You got to help yourself control the controllables. Why would you be calling her at any time after 8 o'clock, bro? You shouldn't. Don't call her after 8 o'clock. You want to hear about the child's day, bro, call during daylight hours, man. And if you want to take it a step further, don't call when the sun's down. For what? There's nothing you need to talk about that you can't talk about during the day. Don't call at night. It's going to mess you up. When you're calling about the child, if the child is old enough to talk, make the conversations as much about you talking with the child as possible. Some of y'all got a 3-year-old. Some of y'all got a 4-year-old. You know how they do. The phone just be in their hand. They don't even really be talking. But bro, a lot of times that'll make you feel good in itself. Maybe you don't need so much information every day. Because at first you're thinking, oh, I'm going to call every day. I want to check on my kid. Well, first of all, bro, you should be seeing your child. So if you see your child a couple times a week, then you don't need to call every day. But even when you're calling, a lot of times the sound of that voice, that lets you know, oh, all right, my baby's cool. He's healthy. He's alive. Everything's straight. Bro, talking to her again, every conversation you have is opening yourself up to some feelings being drummed up. Because again, she might just say some things that trigger you. Oh, I cooked spaghetti tonight. Would have been nice to have you over. I remember when we used to eat spaghetti like a family. This really sucks. So even if she's not trying to be a jerk, you could then be in your feelings. Because now you're thinking about the spaghetti, the bread, how it smelled, how y'all used to sit down and eat. Then y'all would watch TV. Then one of y'all would put the baby to sleep. Bro, listen, I'm telling you what, whether you're checking on the child or not, I get it. You want to know what's going on with your child. But bro, the least amount of contact you can have, the better. Because every time your feelings get drummed up, every time you get in your bag, it takes you down. It just does. It takes you down. So the phone conversations, I would keep them to a certain time. And I would talk to the child as much as possible. Now, there's other ways that you can communicate with her and get the information. Hey, sis, listen, can you just give me like a weekly email and let me know what's going on? Can you give me a weekly text message to make it long? What's going on for the week, right? Even if it's twice a week, like let's say Mondays and Saturdays, all right? Mondays and Fridays, whatever the case, right? But when it's written, you have time to check it when you want. You don't have to check it on her time. You can check it when you want, when you're having a great day, right? And then you can respond with a clear head, because sometimes you might read it and you got a lot of feelings and you're like, I need to sit on this for a minute. But a phone conversation, bro, it's tough because she just might say something to trigger you. She might say something that knocks you off balance. It's unpredictable. Just like, again, following her, it's unpredictable. Okay? Now, we'll talk about the visitation in another video as well, because that's important. But it's going to be along the same lines. You got to make sure you control the controllables. You're going through this breakup, and bro, every day it gets better. 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 But you have to focus on being a father. Because now, bro, you're outside of the house that you once lived in, perhaps, or you once visited. One of the two is going to exist. So now you have new responsibilities. She has more responsibility because you're not there. So both of you may be on different temperament levels because of the added responsibilities. She has more responsibilities with the child now. You're not there to deal with the child at night or right after school or whatever. So she may be a little testy with you, right? Again, the phone conversations to a minimum. Let it be in writing, bro. Let it be text messages. Even the voice notes, bro. You can leave somebody a little message, send them a text. At least at that point, you don't have to literally respond so quick. When you're on the phone with somebody, you got to respond. When you FaceTiming, it's the response. It got to go quick. It's different. So try to use different modes of communication with her to find out about the child. Hey, listen, I'm going to text you every day at 5 o'clock just to see how the Buck's day went. If you could give me a detailed explanation, that'd be great. Also, you got to understand this, bro. It's going to be a different power play. You used to be able to ask her to do certain things and she would do them right away. Now she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. You already broke up. So in some cases, she's just going to be lazy with it just because she's putting you on the back burner. Other cases, she's going to take all day or till the next day just to get under your skin. You have to be mentally prepared that that's going to happen. Oh, well, she didn't get with me last night, so I'm about to cuss her out this morning. But she might have just been doing that to make you mad. Again, different circumstance. And depending on what y'all broke up over. Because I didn't hit on this, but a lot of times, guys, y'all breaking up because you keep getting caught cheating. She's over you because you keep disappointing her and breaking her heart. But she didn't break your heart. She didn't disappoint you. So you still got a lot of feelings for her. If it was up to you, y'all would still be together. How about that? So now she's taking this time, this platform, this new area of time to be able to frustrate the fuck out of you like you were frustrating her, to get back at you for what you did to her. So now I'll play with him when he wants to text me about his son or his daughter. I'll play with him when he calls or FaceTimes about his son or his daughter. I'll make his life hell because he made my life hell when he was cheating on me. But you got to be ready for that. And again, the journaling helps. And however you have to record your feelings and how your days are going is going to be crucial. Because it's going to let you know when you listen to the past ones, it's going to be like, wait a minute. Every time I try to call her at 5 o'clock, it just so happens that she don't call back for 45 minutes. She did that 4 days in a row. Come on, bro. It's not coincidence. She's doing it on purpose. So therefore, guess what you're ready for? But you can only be ready for it because you wrote it down or recorded it. Then you listened back to it, so you reviewed it, and now you saw the established pattern. So now you're able to deal with the established pattern because you did the work. And now, moving forward, you're ready for it. Oh, if I call her at 5, she's not going to respond for 45 minutes. Now you're not mad about it, bro. See how that works? See, all of it is about adaptation. You got to adapt to the new situation you're in. The new placement, the new schedule, the new feelings. There's a lot of things that's going to come with going through this breakup. You have to remain focused on the child. Whatever he needs financially, let's set an amount. And bro, going back and forth about finances is not going to help anything either. Right? Whatever the set amount is, do what you got to do to pay it. Do what you got to do to pay it, bro. And again, we'll hit on that in a later video. But before, it was, oh, hey, what do you need from me this week? Before, it was, you're taking the kid to daycare, perhaps, and you're dealing with the daycare payments. Now, she might be taken every day. So you don't see those folks. So now you got to give her the money. That's different for you. You haven't ever had to do that. This is your first child. It's tough. You also have to have a support system. You're dealing with a new breakup. She was your support system, maybe her mother. Now you have to have the child by yourself. So that changes things. You need a support system as well. So you have to establish that, bruh. You have to make sure that you need a couple people that's going to be able to help you to navigate through this parenthood thing. You can't do it by yourself. Your mother, your aunties, your cousins, friends, a couple neighbors, whatever the case. Get a support system around you. Everybody needs support. See, people, when she goes through the breakup, people are going to just come to her and support her, because that's what we do with women. We a lot of times leave a man on an island. Oh, he got it. Meanwhile, you never been a dad before. You definitely never been a single dad. It changes things. Bro, get ready for your schedule to change. Yeah, you had a lady, but you were able to come and go as you please because she was there when you weren't. So you didn't have to make plans. You didn't have to get a babysitter. Now when your dudes want to get together on a Saturday or Sunday, you got the buck. You can't go watch football. You can't go hang out at the lounge. You can't go to the game. It's different. So now you're at home by yourself with a child. Your friends are off having fun. You can't do anything about it. And this is what's also going to happen in your mind. You're thinking about all the freedom she has now. You could be going through a lot of feelings. So having a support system there to help you at least be able to maintain your social life is going to help you get through a lot of those situations and feelings that you're going to have, because you will have those. You will have them. Support system is heavy. Make sure you get one around you. And people, bro, you'd be surprised. You put a post out on whatever social media platform you're on. Yo, I've been needing a babysitter on Saturdays. Anybody got any free time? Yo, I need somebody to help me with going shopping like once a month. Has anybody got time? I need somebody to help me cook a few meals to have at my house with my bucks here. This is my first time being first-time dad. Woo, wow. Bro, I'm promising you, it's going to be people, local people, that you wouldn't even have thought of that's going to come to your aid. Safety net, bro. Support system. You need it. It's going to be rough. Bro, there's no handbook on being a dad. What's crazy is it's almost hard to sometimes find a lot of even videos on YouTube about being a father, being a single father. It's tough. And most dudes, especially that first time around, bro, you winging it. You never did it. And there's no experts. There's no expert on being a dad. You never find a dad to say, yo, I was a perfect dad from day one to the last day. And on top of that, there's normally no last day. You're a daddy until you die, homie. You're a daddy until you die. So there is no perfect dad. So it's hard to get perfect advice. It doesn't exist. And everybody's situation is different. So you will make some mistakes. You will go through some things and be like, dang, I did it that way last month. That didn't work out too well. I need to do it differently this month. Right? And then your child's needs are going to change. They go from 5 to 8, bro. That's two totally different ages. Totally different. 8 to 11, totally different. People talk about the cell phone thing. A lot of kids now have cell phones. Great way for you to communicate, but sometimes you have a child who's too young to have a cell phone. Y'all don't want them to have a cell phone yet. Those and other issues are things that now you have to communicate with her about. Again, I suggest in writing or on voice notes, right, that you can keep in your phone. Because those phone conversations or those FaceTime conversations can sometimes get a little heated because you will have a difference of opinion. And now you guys aren't sleeping together. Bruh, it is very hard to come to agreements with someone that you used to sleep with and you are no longer sleeping with. Your whole relationship has changed. And remember, in the beginning, I said, normally this person that you're no longer sleeping with or dating, you don't have to deal with them anymore. Now you got to deal with this person. You got to come up with solutions. Things like, should the kid have a cell phone? Should they be able to stay over other people's houses? What relatives can they stay the night with or can get babysat by? Who can be around the child? Now again, bro, I'm going to hit on this in another video. But you got to get ready for her to date people and then people to be around your child. And bro, let me be the first one to tell you and the last one to tell you. Don't put yourself in a situation where you finna go to jail over a nigga that she's not gonna be with 13 days after you go through it with him. It's been many a dude caught a charge over a dude that wasn't worth it, all because you better not have nobody around my child. Bro, listen, these one of these things you gonna have to deal with. I ain't saying you let anybody be around your kid, but to think that you finna go to war with every dude that she's with after this point, but you're going to do life in jail. It's not worth it. Or somebody gonna kill you. You gotta get control of your feelings and figure out a way to navigate with this woman on some rules and regulations regarding your child. You have to. So that means you need to grow up a bit and take feelings out of it, no matter how you are feeling that day. Hey sis, there's a couple things I need to talk to you about. Again, might be in the form of an email, might be in the form of a snap, might be in the form of a DM, however you got to do it. But you have to be able to take feelings out and say, hey, these couple things are bothering me about the child. These are my suggestions. Can you please, address them, at your earliest convenience? That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it, bro. Because going through a whole bunch of conflict, calling her out her name, showing up at her crib, banging on her door, doing a bunch of nut stuff that all of us men have done at some point, bro, gets you nowhere. You are not going to find a man that says, yo, I called my baby mom, cussed her the fuck out, and now everything's cool. I showed up, banged on her door, the dude was in the crib, I kicked him out, now everything's cool. It's never how it goes, bro. Never how it goes. And you got to move on with life as well. So the more that you stress yourself out and you're in an argumentative place with that woman, you can't move forward. It's hard to argue and move forward. It just is, man. It's hard to be in a conflict zone and move forward. You ever notice when you driving and you get in a construction zone, you slow down automatically or come to a complete stop? And when you get out that conflict or construction zone, you can resume your regular speed. That's how it is, bro. That's how it is. The more you're out that conflict zone, the better off you gonna be. So now listen, I hope this video was helpful for you, because a lot of y'all going through this situation, or you will go through this situation, because we see it coming. You know y'all finna break up. It's getting bad. You finna break up. So bruh, these situations that you're going to go through, not only is it better for you to be prepared for them because you're going to go through them, dude, they're not going to stop. Your child's 5. It ain't going to stop when they're 17. A lot of times we think, oh, the first 3 years, I just got to get through the first 3 years. At 8 years old, everything will be cool. She might be dating somebody new, bro, when he's 17, and him and the guy go through it. So what you going to do then? So we got to build these habits and these strategies to keep ourselves intact as we're going through the breakup, as we're learning how to be a single father, as we're learning how to co-parent. We got to build up all these strategies and things that we can do better to be better. Because that's what we want to do. We want to be better, bro. We don't want to be like we were last year. We might have been great last year. We need to be greater the next year. It's going to take some time. But bro, you're going to get through it. You're going to get through the other side. Go back and listen to this joint again. Write some things down. You got it. You got it. But it's going to be an everyday process. Got faith in you, though.